Good morning, everybody. I am excited to be here. I'm at Plug and Play, back to the office. So happy post-COVID, everybody. Today, I'm going to talk about what every single person on this call has faced, an account takeover. In other words, those of you who have been hacked. Did you know that an estimated cost of account takeover fraud pre-COVID-19 was 27 billion in the US this year? And during COVID, account takeover attacks have increased by more than 43%. In fact, with SSO solutions, this problem is only going to get worse because one compromised Facebook or Okta account compromises so many more accounts. This means that a third of all customers will never return to a business after experiencing an ATO attack. This is horrible for businesses. But this risk is especially higher for insurance companies and brokers on this call because many of you offer cyber insurance to businesses. And you all know that a customer like Target will pay 150K in premiums per year, but a breach claim easily hits the cap on that claim. So far, 90 million in claims has been recouped by Target, and they're currently involved in a litigation against their insurance company, Chubb, to recover more. Their total cost is estimated to be 300 million and counting. The core problem is twofold. First, it's passwords. Users are duped to give them up via phishing. I think we all know that. Second, it's privileged account users that have access to central credential databases. Because when they make a mistake, the result is a massive breach. And that is why we have created a brand new architecture from the ground up to ensure that the user is always authentic and in control. With this architecture, we completely eliminate phishing and password-related attacks, as well as prevent privileged insider threats. Our architecture leverages three key technologies. We use public key cryptography and the device security chip to decentralize credentials on the user's device. With these two technologies, we get rid of a central credentials database and passwords. Our third key technology is blockchain, and we use it to ensure that each authentication or authorization from the user can be verified with zero trust. And that is why we are working with some of the biggest names in banking and retail. And we have won many awards, but the one we are very proud of that we won last year is the best cybersecurity startup at IDEE last year. This is the largest cybersecurity congress in Europe. And we are excited to mention that this year we're nominated for the FinTech Germany Award. We hope to win in September. Prior winners include N26 and Klarna. We were granted our first patent this year. We are super excited about that. Patents take forever. I think we waited 4 years to get our first patent. And we are anxiously awaiting for 3 other patents to be granted. We have a very diverse team. Almost 40% are women, and we represent 12 nationalities. We are driven by a single purpose. We want to ensure that people's digital interactions are trustworthy and private. My name is Al Lakhani. Thank you for your time.
Al, thank you very much for presenting IDEE to us. I do have a question or mentioning in the app, it says instant login versus social login. So I assume asking for differences between the one or the other. Can you answer on that?
Of course. So social login is very convenient. There are 2 challenges that social logins face. One is the social login owns the customer. You have to go to Facebook to go to that business. So that's number 1. The second biggest challenge is once a social login is compromised, it can compromise all other accounts. And this is my point about single sign-on. Let me see if I can get to it here. Single sign-on was created as a convenience play. It was never really meant to be good for security. And what we do with instant login or instant checkout is we ensure that the end user is the only one that can say, I want to log in. So it also helps with GDPR compliance. And that's the reason why we are a zero trust company, meaning IDEE does not and cannot control what the user does.
Thanks, Al. Really helpful to understand this point. There's another question just popped up about your business model. Is it pay-per-use by customer or partner?
So we sell based on 3 metrics. It's per user, per device, or per transaction. So we are a software as a service model, and we sell to other businesses. So we are a B2B company.